Guess who's back? That's right. It feels so good to wake up in Guanajuato, back here in Mexico, after all of that emotion filled, anxiety filled, frustration, fear, all of that stress, going back into the US. Just the thought of having to have those emotions going back into the US after being away for a little while, wondering if they're going to let me, a US citizen, back in or deport me somewhere. The fear is real. The fear, whether everything that's being reported is 100% accurate or not, the fear is real for people like me who travel in and out of the US, who are of a certain shade of color and who fear being deported. I'm a naturalized citizen, so I hear reports of naturalized citizens being deported or not being let back in. I hear reports of actual citizens being deported. That stuff is scary. And I know people in the comments have told me not to worry about it, that they're only deporting people with criminal records. I don't know. That's not what I'm hearing and seeing in reports. So I don't know who to believe. I don't know, people like me, we don't know who to believe. We don't know sometimes, what things are for certain and what are not. So when it comes to traveling, I think my emotions were valid. And so I want to thank everyone for the support you gave me in my last video, because those were real fears that I had, that I wasn't going to be able to see my dad because I'd be taken off somewhere. I'm not one to believe in fear and all that stuff and like propaganda. I'm not one to travel in fear. I've traveled for, since about 15 years now, all over the world, living in other places in the world, and I've been nomadic for a while, and so I never thought a day would come where a U.S. citizen would be fearful about going back into the country they belong. And it's such a shame to feel that way. It's such a shame to feel so much more excited to leave the U.S. than it is to come back to the U.S. That is a reality I never, and many, many people have never imagined. But here we are. So I want to thank everyone for your support and for your understanding and for vowing to raise hell if something were to happen to me. And if you didn't hear back from me, thank you so much for that support, because every little comment, every little, show of support that people made for me meant so much, and it gave me that a little bit of courage, a little bit of push, and I want to be able to do that for others as well. I think that people like us, if you're afraid and if you're a traveler and you want to travel and you don't want to let any of this stuff that's happening in the US get in your way, we need to figure out some way to unite, to help each other out, to support each other. What that looks like, I don't know yet. I'm sure the inspired thought will come, but when it does, I'll make sure that we feel supported and we feel safe, because this is totally unnecessary and shameful that citizens of the United States have to feel this way. That's what I'm going to say about that. On another note, I feel so good to be back here in Guanajuato. We've got a retreat that is starting next weekend, and we're excited to welcome, our guests. And I've got the B&B booked up. Nesto's really excited to get that off the ground. It's his business. It's his thing that he's really, really passionate about now, and just he's working on that. Everyone who's inquired about the B&B, I mean, people are inquiring already up until November, and the retreat. I've got an announcement about that coming soon. The only thing I'll say is prepare um, to maybe have the chance to join group retreats. So I'll tell you more about that later on. I'm just so happy to be back. I'm so happy to be back here with my little family here in Guanajuato, and to see the members of our community. I've only been gone for 4 days, by the way. But 4 days in the US, it feels like a month. I mean, I loved seeing my dad. I loved spending time with him and my family, and just seeing everyone, and they're healthy and they're happy and they're doing the best that they can considering the situation that the country is in. I feel very blessed. And I mean, yeah, blessed. It's something that I can think about all day, of the various ways that my life is blessed. And part of that blessing comes from you watching my videos, from you supporting me, even though I haven't met most of you watching this and my videos in person yet. I feel supported. I feel like there are eyeballs all around the world, mostly in the United States, who are, watching from wherever you are, and you feel comforted by my videos. You feel supported by me, and which I absolutely send out that intention with every video that I make. I feel like I know you guys, even though I've not met you. I know that if you resonate with the words that I say, with the thoughts that I share, with the feelings that I open up to you about, that I feel like we have a lot of similarities, and I don't need to know you personally and physically yet. I'm an absolute believer of attracting the right people into my life. I've always believed that for a very, very long time, and I'm going to continue to do that. And, again, blessed. Isn't that right, Lana? That's my little senior Lana. All my dogs right now are competing for my attention, and they are all trying to get as close to me as possible. And, oh, there we go. How do I find my face again? There it is. Okay, so this video has been long enough. I am just making this particular video to update you on my whereabouts, and that I'm back, and that we're getting ready for a next retreat. B&B guests are coming as well, and just sharing my gratitude with you wherever you are in the world, whatever it is that you are doing. I hope that you're doing it in the best way that you can, and in the fullest expression that you can, in full expression of who you really are. And thank you guys. Thank you for the support. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.